Hey guys, Magnus here bringing you another video. Today we're doing another one of my top 10 insert characters I would like in the Simpsons tapped out. So today we're going to be looking at a different category, and that's going to be babies. Now, this isn't an official category in the game. I've talked about making it a category just because I think really they probably should. There's certain characters who I don't really think fit into kids, you know, like I feel like Ling Bouvier should go into the Bouvier family, for example, but like Kearney's other son, I don't think there's enough characters there to make a category for Kearney's family. So I've talked about like adding Kearney's other son just in a baby category, and you can add plenty of other babies with him. So babies that we'll get in the game later on. So there isn't an official category yet. I also want to say we're specifically looking at babies within the present Simpsons timeline. So I'm not looking at past versions of other characters. So some people have talked about adding like a baby Milhouse in the game. That would be really cool to get, but baby Milhouse is, you know, a past version of Milhouse. So I'm explicitly not looking at those type of characters. So let's go into it. So starting at number 10, we've got Corduroy. So Corduroy is the hipster family baby. Main reason why I've got her in the game, or main reason why I've got her on the list, is because we've got T-Rex, which is her older brother. I've done an update recently, fairly recently, with a hippie/hipster update that included her in. I just think adding her would be kind of cool, just to kind of complete that category, as well as adding her two parents as well, and the pet armadillo they have. But that's number 10. Number 9 is the Hibbett baby. So this was in the last episode, and so people might be thinking, what's this? What's this about? But like, I actually generally think adding Hibbett's baby would be kind of cool. I think doing a baby update would be awesome if they could do it again, but instead of giving us past versions of Simpsons characters, give us present, babies. So I really think that could work quite well, because the one thing I love about the Simpsons Babies update is the buildings. The buildings are great, and there's plenty more sort of themed buildings that they could add, and yeah, they could just chuck Hibbett's baby in the store and it'd be fine. So yeah, or chuck him in the price track. So it's number 9 is Hibbett's baby. Number 8 is the normal head Joe Spuckler. The reason why he's number 8, A, he looks hilarious, and B, it's another Spuckler child. So we've got quite a few. We've got 3 Spuckler children. Well, 4 if you include Mary. But we've got 4 Spuckler children in the game. But we don't have the rest. Now, the issue with the Spuckler children is there's so goddamn many of them. It's ridiculous. I think there's like 40 in total, or something stupid like that. So there is a lot of them to add. If they were going to add all of them, would be here forever. But normal head Spuckler, he wasn't just in the background. He was for a joke. So I figured because he's that kind of joke character, they could definitely add him in the game, give us some tasks around his big head. And yeah, I think he could be an interesting character. Number 9 is Rubella Scabby's Spuckler. Main reason why I've got her is because she's actually made not 1, but 2 appearances. And because she's made 2 appearances, I figured that means that she could be added. I think, yeah, just another sort of Spuckler child. I didn't want to fill this list with Spuckler children, so I've just put these 2 on there. To be fair, there isn't tons of them that are babies. There's only a few. The others are quite like backgroundy characters, so I decided not to add the others. But these 2 anyway are sort of, they're notable on screen, so I figured they would, cut the bill. Number 6 is Maggie Ziff. So this one, I know it's a doppelganger, but I really would like Maggie Ziff in the game again, because we've already got Marge Ziff, so why not get Maggie Ziff and Bart Ziff and Lisa Ziff? That's literally the only reason why I've got her on there. No other reason really. It'd be another doppelganger. I realise that. It would be kind of sucky, but at least she looks a lot different, because the Marge Ziff is just Marge in a suit, in like a fancy clothing, really. Number 5 is Homer Jr. So I definitely would love having Homer Jr. in the game. I actually really like that episode where Homer sort of begins caring for Homer Jr. I found it kind of cool. I think Homer Jr. is a character. He's this sort of pretty clever baby. I did an update recently, again, a mini event idea which had him be added. But yeah, I definitely would love to see Homer Jr. in the game. I think they could definitely add him, and he'd be a cool full playable character. Number 4 is the fat baby. Okay, this one might just be like me, but this fat baby has appeared in both of the Maggie short films. So the one that was at the Ayn Rand School for Tots, I think it was that one. He was in there eating glue. And in the Playdate with Destiny, he was on the slide. He goes down the slide and he nearly collides with Maggie. And he's also appeared in like 2 or 3 other episodes as well within the main show. So I kind of see him as almost like a Maggie film exclusive. And for that reason, I figured they could definitely add him in the game. You know, I don't know. There's not much you could do with him, really, but I definitely think they could do something with him. And maybe it's just me, but I really want the little fat baby in the game. Number 3 is Maggie Simpson Jr. So this one might be a bit controversial because although she is another doppelganger of Maggie, I realize that, she is a future child, and for that reason she's the only child that we haven't got in the game thus far from the future. So we've got Bart's kids, we've got Zia, we need Maggie Jr. as well. I think obviously a future update makes the most sense to add Maggie Jr. in the game, but hey, I can understand that some people don't want her added. I realise that, but I'm a bit OCD. I want them to complete that future family, so I would like to see Maggie Jr. in the game, personally. Number 2 is Hudson. Okay, how could I not have Hudson as number 2? So Hudson appears in both Playdate with Destiny, the short film that had Maggie in it, that was played before. Was it Onwards? That film anyway, the Pixar film. But also he appeared in a season 32 episode as well. So yeah, he's made 2 appearances thus far. He appears to be the new love interest for Maggie, so great reason to add him. He's actually such a new character, so it's weird that he's this high on my list, but generally I think he's the one that's got the most character out of all of them, and the one that justifies definitely a playable character the most, and I can see if people want him. And then number 1, you just saw it by accident. I won't do a drum roll. Here's a drum roll. There you go, there's your drum roll. Number 1 is Octopu Octopus. So, why are Octopu Octopus number 1? Well, I mean, why wouldn't they be? Because I want these characters in the game so goddamn badly, okay? They missed a massive opportunity in the zoo update to give us the octuplets. If you don't remember, there's an episode where Larry Kidkill, where I'm pretty sure that's where Larry Kidkill is first introduced, where he tries to basically buy the octuplets to have them be an exhibit at a zoo, and they do like these performances and things. And so for that reason, I was very disappointed that they weren't added in the zoo update. Maybe they wanted to save that for other characters, which is fair, but I definitely really would like to see them in the game. And I know they technically appear in the game in a task for both Octopu and Manjula. So Octopu has a task which is feed the octuplets, and Manjula has these like stroll them around in the pram. But I actually want them in the game as full playable characters. And I think an 8-in-1 character, it'd be crazy, it'd be mad, but I think an 8-in-1 character could work. So they are number 1. I want them the most. There's no other babies that I want more than them. So wanting them in the game for a long time. I'm not happy with them just being animations. I think they deserve to be added in the game. You know, they're not just random blink and you miss it. It's like they are like integral to like multiple different stories with Octopu. So yeah, for that reason, they're number 1. So anyway, thanks for watching. That is it for the top 10 babies that I want to see in the game. So tune in next week, I guess. There's going to be a poll in the Discord for 3 other things that you could pick. So we've got obviously Simpsons pets, which no one has picked so far. We've got Simpsons pets. We've got Nahasapina Pentalon family. So you'll never guess who's going to appear in the Nahasapina Pentalon family. And the third, the new one, is top 10 school faculty members, you know, people who work in the elementary school. But I'm going to be very strict, and I'm going to stick it to only teachers in the the Springfield Elementary School. So I'm not going to have people in the high school or the university. It's just going to specifically be Springfield Elementary. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me any other babies that you would like to see in the game. And I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.